That's right. We got the Adam Friedland show on a banger episode. Speaking of spending money, Israel, the nation state that we spend a lot of money on. And some of that money comes back to the pockets of our earnest politicians. Some of the greatest, some of the best and brightest. One might even consider an op of mine, Ritchie Torres, went on the other op of mine, the center-left podcaster, the millennial Jon Stewart, Adam Friedland's show. I have not seen even snippets of this because I've been holding myself. I've been purposely avoiding any leaks about this because this is probably the most exciting episode that they've done so far. Let's take a look.
I'm sorry, dude. You're bummed. Your consultant told you not to do it. I like this guy a lot too. I'm sorry. I appreciate your time. Listen,
Sure.
I don't get to talk to someone in the government that's
See you, Jez, but for the longest time, I thought he was out to get you and you hated him. Who, Adam Friedland? No, he's my friend. Ritchie Torres, on the other hand, it's not a joke. He is my op. I wouldn't know who Ritchie Torres is. I wouldn't care who Ritchie Torres is. It's just that he is such an attack dog for the state of Israel that he has literally demanded right before the general election that I get banned by using the congressional letterhead to deplatform me, to demand that Amazon deplatform me for all of the mean things I was saying about the state of Israel. Ritchie Torres, of course, is a supposedly quote-unquote progressive Democrat.
taking part in these big decisions like this. And
Well, only one of 535. So.
which one would like me? Virginia Fox?
I don't know.
Do you have her number?
I don't have her number. No.
All right.
Yeah, poorest district. He is the congressional representative of the poorest district in the United States of America and only tweets about Israel. Think about that.
Welcome to the Adam Friedland Show. I'm Adam Friedland. As always, thank you to our members and our patrons, the people that support.
If this is the one episode where he doesn't bring me up, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay? Because he brings me up every episode, oftentimes next to images of the Holocaust. If this is the one time you aren't mentioned once, are you kidding? Oh my God. That's crazy. You think they're going to mention you? Why wouldn't he? He mentions me to all these random people. This is the one instance where he can mention me to a person that is actually knows who the I am.
Our show. If you'd like to support our show, there's a link in the description of this video below to become a member, which gives you early access to all of our episodes. And there's also a link if you prefer to use Patreon in the description as well. And as always, guys, there are 2 additional tiers for those of you who'd like to get your name in the credits. This week, my guest was Ritchie Torres from New York's 15th District in the House of Representatives. I'd heard of Representative Torres, but before I researched for this episode, I'd never heard of his backstory. And frankly, it's kind of inspirational. I mean, he grew up in public housing.
Okay, I'm calling him. Fuck it. I'm calling him. Let's see if he picks up.
Hello?
You're dead to me. You're so dead to
Why?
me. You brought my skinny legs up to Sarah Jessica Parker, but
Yeah.
you couldn't bring up and invoke my name to my #1 op in Congress, Ritchie Torres?
You have beef with him?
You didn't know I have what?
I don't know.
Bro, who
what
the
did, what did happen?
Who was producing this episode?
Who produced it? Caleb Pitts.
Okay, that's probably okay. He
And then Noah helped, and then Jacob Plitman also helped.
damn, this is such a dude. He would have flipped. It would have been so amazing. He
What
wrote.
happened with you and that guy?
He's
What
he's
happened?
Israel's #1 attack dog. He sent.
I know that, but what happened
Yeah,
with you?
he sent a congressional letterhead to Amazon and Twitch to try to get me banned and deplatformed because he got clips from like Destiny's community about how anti-Semitic I was. Like 5 days before the election. Oh, you're on stream, by the way. I forgot to mention, but you probably knew that already.
Oh, No, well, oh yeah, it's West Coast. It's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4:30. Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good call,
people like it.
chatters.
Did you watch it?
I'm 1 minute and 54 seconds in, and I asked my chat
Let
who.
me know what you think after, dude.
I asked my
I
chat.
act like really like I get like really like it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But no, I mean like I think it's good. I mean people are giving like saying like really nice things about it.
Yeah. I can't wait. I mean, he's a character, so it's
Let me
gonna
know
be.
what you think. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
Enjoy
All right.
it, dude.
All right. We'll
bye.
do. Bye.
See you.
See, he wants me to immediately react to it. That's why he hung up. Normally, he would take the next 25 minutes to describe something happening in his life.
You know, single mother, a minimum wage. You know, he realized he was gay in elementary school. He attempted to take his own life in college, and he came back from a mental health crisis and became a member of the New York City Council and a member of the United States House of Representatives. He's the first gay black man in Congress. I mean, it's kind of like a movie. This is like I don't know what this is. It's kind of like it was unexpected. Representative Torres has been referred to as Israel's loudest advocate in the House of Representatives. And prior to this interview, I wanted to have a conversation that didn't resemble like a point counterpoint, just screaming match like we see online all the time. I wanted to try and get something different. And to be honest with you, when I became emotional, and it fell off the rails, and I wasn't able as an interviewer to get it back on the rails. I mean, there were like multiple topics that we didn't cover at the end. It was frankly, it was exhausting for both of us.
I think he's bi.
And yeah, he felt like it was a gotcha, and I'm an activist, and this is how this conversation goes nowadays.
I never trust a word Adam is saying. Lamau, anti-Semitism, alive and well in this community. Ethan Klein was right.
And so while I didn't get what I was initially, looking.
Adam's bi? No, man. No, Adam's gay. No, I'm kidding. He's not gay. Ritchie Torres is bisexual, I think.
Before.
I believe.
I kind of still feel like it's important. I stand by what I said. And even if I'm like my voice is high, I think it's important to say what I said in the interview. And so I don't know what it is. I mean, at a certain point, I don't even know if it's an interview, but I hope
all right, bro, get with it. Goddamn.
It's going to be a different tone. And ladies and gentlemen, Congressman from New York in the U.S. House of Representatives,
so worried?
Ritchie Torres. Everyone, make some noise. I can't. Hello.
What's going on?
Hello. Well, I got two issues. First of all, your district is Yankee Stadium. That's one of your
I
constituents.
represent Yankee Stadium, yeah.
And I asked you how the Yanks were, and you were like, I'm not. You didn't.
So I love the Yankees, but I'm not a huge baseball fan.
You just turned it
and I'm
off.
not going to pretend to be a baseball fan.
What about the zoo?
I love the Bronx Zoo.
Okay.
Botanical Gardens.
Do you consider the animals your constituents?
I consider the Bronx Zoo indistinguishable from the United States Congress, yeah.
Oh. Does that crush if you say it to another guy in Congress?
It crushes nowhere because if I had any comedic talent, I probably wouldn't be in Congress.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You want to be a
Wait, he actually gets. Does Richie get emotional or does Adam get emotional?
Stand-up
But when I
comedian?
was a kid, I was a fan, not of baseball, but professional wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, I was a huge
we're the same age.
fan of
Attitude
The Rock.
Era.
The Attitude Era.
Oh
So
my
I started
God.
watching in 1998.
We had it so
Stone Cold
good
Steve
at the
Austin,
time.
The Rock. I thought that was the golden age.
Mankind.
Mankind.
So was I.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we were
And I
watching
did
Raw.
a huge Rock impersonation when I was a kid. Like I used to.
I knew of you as a congressman, but
Yeah.
I didn't know your backstory. And I mean, goddamn, wow. I mean, it's an incredibly inspirational story that you
and
have.
unlike George Santos, I have a true story.
That's your
Yeah.
op. That's
I have
the
I have
enemy.
no OnlyFans account, but I do have a actual.
Did he have an
biography.
OnlyFans?
Oh yeah.
In Congress.
I'm not sure if he had it, but certainly it was generating income.
He
for him
would have been
after.
the first. I mean,
Who knows? I mean, I'm not
He would have
closely.
been the first
I'm not
member of
closely
Congress.
following the OnlyFans accounts of every
it
member of
sounds like you
Congress.
can't stand this guy.
No, just
No.
I want to.
Do you miss him? He was pretty funny.
He was endless source
hilarious.
of comedic enjoyment. Yeah.
His tweet right before jail was amazing.
Yeah.
He's like, the curtain closes, like,
Yeah.
she walks off stage. He was a real ham, George.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was
But he was a complete fraud, right?
total fraud. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he bought like Birkin bags with campaign funds.
Well, and also he fabricated every aspect of his biography. It was not like he told one lie here or there. It was like the whole story was a complete fabrication.
I feel like in this day and age, that's kind of like that's in play. I feel like you could do it.
No, it's I've never.
I feel like
seen,
it's such a chaotic time. Like, yeah, like I went to Harvard Law School, and I used to be the coolest guy in my school, and I'm also Brazilian and Jewish. And what did he say?
No, he said that he had his parents were Holocaust survivors. And
I
he
like
was
that.
Ukrainian
That's
because of
good.
the war in Ukraine.
He was also Ukrainian.
And he had he
And
had
his name was
friends who
Santos.
died in the mass shooting in Orlando.
He's amazing.
He like incorporated
Mother
every
in
current event
9/11.
into his life story.
Pathological liars are great, but he took it all the way to the freaking to the show.
Although he inspired me to introduce a bill that
Yes.
has, I think it's the greatest acronym in the history of
What is it
congressional
called?
legislation, the Santos Act.
And what was it?
Stop another non-truthful office seeker. Santos.
Am I sensing that there's
the
like
Santos Act.
that the two of you guys as like young New York gay like Latino congressman, he's naturally like your foil. He's your Darth Vader.
Let's assume like after he was expelled from Congress,
Yeah.
I became the most prominent Jewish gay Latino congressman from New York. How's that?
You're Jewish?
No, I'm Jewish.
You're Jewish.
I'm lying.
Oh, come on! I wouldn't wish this upon my greatest enemy. You don't want any part of this, my friend.
You never heard this comment? He's Jewish, not Jewish?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of
Yeah.
people say that, but you don't. I'm just
No, but
telling
he
you-
invented the term.
about you. I don't
No, he
think
invented the term about himself.
it's just a word with it. Yeah,
he-
about him.
When he was confronted, why did you lie about being Jewish? He
For
said,
being
I
Jewish?
never said I was Jewish. I said I was Jewish.
I would say that I'm
But you're actually Jewish.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I can't quit.
No, it's
I wrote a letter to Bibi and they rejected. They don't let you out. It's like the mafia. You know that. You know how you join is when you're a baby.
yeah.
Your parents have a party, and then this like old wizard walks in, and then he pulls your diaper off.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And then your whole family looks at your beautiful baby penis, and then he cuts the part that I guess gives one pleasure later on in life and during sex, and then there's like a deli tray there and stuff. That's how you join the club.
Yeah.
But we've been doing it for a while though. I don't know. I don't mind it. You really didn't like my crude humor.
I mean, you've endured for thousands of years, so something's going right.
I guess so. It's
Yeah.
definitely the wizard and
At first, I always thought like maybe Felix was exaggerating when he says like some of these guys are just like Philo-Semites. Like some of the pro-Israel Christian congresspersons are like doing it for money. But there is definitely a bunch of them that are just like straight up obsessed with being Jewish and Judaism in general. Like even though ironically enough, Israel has very little to do with the thousands of years of Jewish history and the accumulation of all of that culture. But these dudes like unironically, like Ritchie Torres unironically is a fetishist. Like he is a Philo-Semite. Love doing Felix called like Hebraphiles. It's crazy. They're competing for head Philo-Semite with you. I'm not a Philo-Semite. I just, I have a lot of people that I look up to that happen to be Jewish comedians. And then also a lot of, revolutionary figures and the like, and many friends who are Jewish. I wouldn't say I'm a Philo-Semite. I cringe when he was talking about the penis in the tray.
the baby's penis part.
Yeah, well,
I know. I'm being crude with a member of the of the legislative
These are important
branch.
decisions that parents have
You know
to make.
what's rude is that we're in an era where like talking to someone in the legislative branch is it's a privilege because it's so crazy.
No, the privilege is mine. You're the one with the massive following and audience.
here-
You were in the New Yorker. You know I know that because you told me.
I know.
Not because I read the profile, but you told me you were in the New Yorker. So
Why did you read
congratulations
it?
on the profile. You know you would be considered young in the United States Congress.
Yeah, I mean I've only been able to be
My
president,
dating profile says I'm congressionally young.
congressional young.
And congressionally attractive, just in case you're disappointed.
that gets some action.
Is it a plus? It's
It
not
has to
clear.
be.
It's not clear.
It has to be.
I mean, I work 7 days a week, so that has a crowding out effect. But
Yeah, and you're with the worst people on earth.
well,
What are you doing to yourself? It must be tough.
yeah. One of my colleagues said to me that Congress is the best university in the world.
Really?
And because you just have access to some of the brightest minds, you can learn a tremendous amount.
They're the smartest guys?
Some of the, yeah.
Yeah.
We certainly have access to
It's like
some
the
of
Sorbonne or something.
Yeah.
In Congress. How boring is it, like, to be in the government sometimes? What's the most boring part of it?
I mean, I love it.
Dude, Ritchie Torres is such a soulless husk. Like the first 10 minutes are supposed to be before it falls apart. It's supposed to be the most like personable you're supposed to be. And I don't know. I'm biased. That I'm gonna admit that. Okay, I despise him. So maybe that's the reason why I'm not reading what he's trying to put out. But it just feels like he is a robotic individual. Like it just comes across like he's going through the motions of like what a human being that picked up a copy of like How to Win Friends and Influence People and like downloaded it, like what they're supposed to do. Yeah, Anthony Weiner was more personable and he's a pedophile. Like, how is this possible?
You love it?
Because of the variety.
You
I
like
feel like- I feel like-
parliamentary procedure
Well,
and stuff like that?
I feel like no position has more variety than a House member, because one day you get to be local, state, national, and international at the same time. So one day I'm receiving a complaint about a pothole on Fordham Road, or pressuring the mayor to crack down on an open-air drug market in the South Bronx. And the
what
next
do you
day,
do in Congress about that?
and then the next day I'm receiving like a briefing from the CIA about rising tensions between the United States and China. So,
what do you do about the pothole in D.C. though? I'm just sorry.
I mean,
I'm
I
confused.
use my platform to pressure the mayor to solve problems, or the
Oh,
governor.
Adams. Yeah. Can I guess who you were in school growing up?
Sure.
You were like were you student government?
No, not student government.
You were like a debate club or
I was the captain of the law team.
law team. Oh, so you wanted to be a lawyer?
Yeah, I had dreams of becoming either a lawyer or a teacher.
So you did mock trial, right?
I did moot court
Moot
and mock
court.
trial, but I was like a master of moot court.
And what did you like? You liked like the Atticus Finch style, like closing argument.
So that was mock trial.
Yeah.
But moot court is modeled after the Supreme Court or an appellate court. So you deliver an argument before a panel of judges who
so you like
interrupt
the one
you with
with worse
questions.
speeches. The one that's less like
No, because it teaches you to think
cinematic.
on your feet.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's less theatrical.
But that was your prep for the game.
Yeah.
You went to the
It
show.
was the first time when I discovered I had a talent for public
Yeah.
speaking, or I thought I had a talent for talking.
Early on, you grew up in a single mother home. You have a twin brother?
Twin brother.
Identical?
Yeah, he's biologically older. I'm temperamentally older.
Identical or no?
Fraternal. We're fake
Fraternal.
twins.
That's all right.
5 minutes apart.
I was on a date once with
Yeah.
a girl who told me, the first date, she said, I have an identical twin and I can't do it. I can't tell her secrets. She has her brain is connected to another one of her.
Yeah.
You can't trust these people.
It's funny, when I was a kid,
That's a prejudice of mine.
people would ask me, "Where's your brother?" I'm like, "We're fraternal twins, not Siamese twins."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know his whereabouts at every moment. So
But you're good at DC, right?
I'm learning DC.
You're still learning.
Yeah, of course. I've only been there for 3 terms. It's the most complicated legislature on earth. No one's going to master it in 3 terms. I think the problem with DC is not that it's corrupt. The problem with DC is that it's stupid. There's just so much absurdity in DC.
I
so
thought
much
you said it's
political
the
theater.
smartest place in the world.
Or you have access to some of the brightest minds. So like if you want to learn more about artificial intelligence or quantum computing or energy,
in
you
a
can reach out
committee.
to some of the best minds.
Yeah. You
And
can call
you
any
can-
CEO
and you
right now.
Not every, but
Call Zuck right now.
people generally will take your call. I'm not
Yeah.
calling him now, so
You not?
I don't know. I don't know
Your
him.
boys
so.
was Zuck.
I
You
don't
said
know.
I'm not calling him now. You have his number.
Well, I don't know.
So
Never met him.
what CEO is your best friend? What's the
I
best
can
one?
mention who's my best friend.
How many CEO friends do you have?
I don't have many CEO friends.
Well, you said you could call
He
anyone
pulled that shit out of me too. He's like, call Mr. Beast.
on the phone at any time.
If I had a question about like AI policy, I probably could get a meeting with a CEO. Yeah, that's true of any member of Congress.
Yeah. Did you grow up in the district you represent?
My father's from Mott Haven. I'm from Throgs Neck Houses. So I grew up in a public housing
Yeah.
development in Throgs Neck Houses, right across the street from what was formerly Trump Golf Course.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, as the golf course was undergoing construction, it unleashed a skunk infestation. So I tell people
On the project?
I tell people I've been smelling the stench of Donald Trump long before he became president. But
Good one.
it was
But beyond that,
infested with
that's-
skunks.
What's you grew up in New York City, so
Born and raised in the Bronx.
our president is an outer borough New Yorker, effectively.
Yeah, from Queens. Yeah.
Right. He wants to present that he's that he's like Mr. like Goldman Sachs, but really he's a New York City real estate guy.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
But he was never respected in the real estate industry. He was known to like rip off his contractors, and he was seen as a joke within the industry.
Yeah, he figured out that if you keep someone in a lawsuit long
he
enough,
was more
you don't have to pay them.
he was more known for his self-promotion and marketing than he was for his actual effectiveness in real estate.
Yeah. Have you ever? What have your interactions been with the president?
No interactions.
You've never
met him. Have no desire to meet him.
Let's practice it right now.
Feel like he's the worst
Trump.
person on earth.
You don't want to meet him once? You're in the government though. You got to meet the president.
He's the devil.
He's the devil?
Yeah.
You got to have a good burn for the president. Let's practice. I'm Trump. What's up? I'm Trump. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
That's you just bombed. You
So
can't
what should
sit
I do?
there like that with some weird smile.
I'm gonna
that.
shake Donald Trump's hand.
Yeah, you have to say like you're doing like the Holocaust right now in this country. Like you have to say like you're ruining this country right now. Like seriously. Why don't you say something like that? You're an asshole. You've sent the Marines into
Okay, well, we'll practice. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's get it. Come on, dude.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
How are you?
He's so soulless, bro. It's crazy.
I'm looking for, hopefully you can release those files.
The Epstein? That's your no, come on, dude. First of all, you guys already lost on Epstein.
You think we lost on Epstein?
You guys lost on
He's
Epstein.
obviously in the files.
Well, half of the files is your guys too, right?
Yeah,
so
but he's
you got, but half the files is your guys too. So that's why you guys didn't do this.
My view is release the files and let the dice fall where they may.
You guys lost on Epstein.
Why do we lose?
His crappy excuse, like everyone, his whole base doesn't really care.
Yeah, they moved on.
What we found is that they actually don't care.
Yeah.
MAGA didn't really care.
Yeah.
You guys really are having a rough one right now. I think.
What's your advice for us?
I don't know. I mean, you're one of the guys, so I'll tell you.
Yeah, he did say the files weren't real initially, and then quickly turned around and said, "No, never mind, they are real." There was a weird moment there where he was like running defense for Israel.
What I'm seeing, right?
Please tell me that.
I really wanted to give you your whole story about where.
You want me to tell my story?
No, because I want to talk about this. But,
okay. You clearly don't want to hear my stories.
I've been trying to toss it to your story, which is that's a Hallmark movie. We'd open this up like this guy's. You're the first black gay guy to be in the government. Gay man to be in the government. Gay guy is you can't say that to a
first.
You're the
Latino and black gay member of Congress.
First Latino,
in the
black
United
and
States,
gay.
Yeah.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, that one.
Yeah. Too many identities.
Yeah. First black president. Obama crushed it with that one. Yeah. First Latino and black and gay.
Once you have a first black president, everything else becomes less impressive.
How many LGBT members of Congress are there?
There are quite a few, like more than 10.
More than 10?
Yeah.
And there's 100 Senate. How many House?
435.
435.
So 535 in total.
Are there no Republicans, right?
Who are openly LGBTQ?
Oh, you're saying
none of them.
You're spilling the tea right now?
Well, my running joke is the LGBTQ caucus is the only caucus that can expand without winning an election. We just have to take members out of the closet.
Would you do that? You were in the closet in your life, right? Like, what are the ethics there? It's really interesting because, like,
would I out members? No, I'm not gonna,
if you see a closet gay Republican, like advocating for something that is,
would I out him?
Well, it's advocating for like taking away gay marriage or something. Yeah. Like, what's the rule there? Because you were in the closet yourself as a young man, and it's a painful thing, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, you have to go through it's a process.
You found out in middle school?
I realized that I was a gay in middle school.
When was it? Titanic? Leo DiCaprio?
No.
No, I didn't realize at all when I
saw Leonardo DiCaprio.
What? How was it? What was it?
I forget exactly how I realized, but
you forgot? No, you don't forget. You gotta have a better story. You're a politician. Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm not often asked about my coming out story in the Bronx, so
why not? It's an interesting story, right? And like you're Puerto Rican. You were afraid of experiencing homophobia in your community, or?
Yeah, I grew up in the projects, so it's a machismo environment.
And what about in your family? Was there when did you come out to them?
16.
16.
Yeah.
And was that when you came out?
No, then I came out gradually over time, and then when I ran for office when I was 24, I decided to be out to everyone, to run as an openly LGBTQ candidate.
But
that was back in 2013.
When you were at school and stuff, you didn't tell people that you were gay? Or?
Yeah, I was telling more and more people over time.
I thought you were at an assembly or something.
Yes, I was at a debate competition where I said I was a gay American.
So that's counts as coming out?
Isn't that like a Jim McGreevey moment, though? Remember he said I was, as a gay American?
Yeah.
I gave this speech. That's such a dated
You're
reference.
a kid coming out of the closet. Don't diminish that experience.
Yeah, it was back in...
No, that's your story. Why would you say that was just a debate competition? It has to be scary.
No, I agree. It was terrifying. Yeah.
What led you to do it at debate?
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt, it's interesting.
Did you see something that you were like...
Yeah, so I was browsing through MySpace.
Yeah.
And I ran into the profile of a teacher.
Uh-huh.
Who identified as gay. And it was the first time I knew of a person in my...
The Republicans were right. The gay teachers are making our children gay, but also pro-Israel. So I guess that's all right. You can be a gay Israel defender, and that's fine.
social universe who was openly LGBTQ. And so I approached him. And
Your social universe? You chilled with your teachers?
Or people in the world I knew, I guess.
You
You
hung out with adults.
I did not socialize my teachers.
Yeah. No, so it was the first adult or person that was openly gay.
Yeah, because I grew up in a world where no one was openly gay.
Yeah.
And I just spontaneously came out. It was the first time I ever had acknowledged my sexuality to someone.
Do you feel like sharing your story, and making it all the way to Congress, that has to be an inspiration to people that grew up in a place like that?
Yeah.
No? That must feel good, no?
It does.
So why are you diminishing it on the show right now?
I'm not diminishing it, but I feel...
You should be proud of that. I was in the New Yorker yesterday. You were...
I was in the New Yorker as well.
Oh.
Back in 2016.
Oh, okay. Well, I was in it
profile.
yesterday. So both of us are probably the same.
Yeah, but you're at a much higher level than I am. So.
No, you were 2016. You were a Bernie delegate.
Yeah. I was 2016.
So wait. So go back to that because it's interesting to me. So you had this mental health crisis in college,
yes.
right? And did it stem? It stemmed from being gay. Is that what it was?
Not only from I had a sexual identity, but I had a severe struggle with depression.
Yeah.
Which began in high school.
Yeah.
But then became worse in college, and I dropped out of college, and at some point even thought of.
Yes, he was a Bernie bro. Ritchie Torres came up as a gay Latino black congressperson who was progressive. It's not even that's not a joke. That's how he started off as. And then once he arrived at a seat of power, he just basically farmed out as much. Take your dog out for a walk, you cruel man. She is so passed out, which should clue you in on how much she works out in the mornings. She literally has not moved even a little bit. She's been sleeping the whole time.
Committing suicide, underwent hospitalization, felt as if the world around me had collapsed. But then I began taking an antidepressant, going through psychotherapy, and it just gave me a fighting chance
Oh my God, another John Fetterman archetype.
Rebuild my life. So after...
Yeah, he has Fetterman brain. This is Fetterman brain pre-stroke. Maybe the common denominator is the suicidal tendencies. I don't know. When unlimited, unbridled ambition, because there's hella suicidal people in my community. Okay, none of you guys love Israel like this, so I guess you have to combine it with a constant power grabs.
A few years of hospitalization, I rebuilt my life and became the youngest elected official in America's largest city. I ran for the council, and then ultimately ran for the United States Congress, and here I am. And
it was a few years that you were going through that.
Yeah.
And what did you do once you got out? How did you restart your life?
Well, instead of going back to school, I went into politics. So I was a housing
organizer. Politics for that?
I was a housing organizer for a New York City council member, and then I ran for public office myself.
I would have moved to France or something.
No, I couldn't afford to. I couldn't afford to move to France.
Yeah,
I grew up poor.
You could figure it out. Yeah. You get a ticket. You get to France. I don't know. Busk. Do you know a guitar?
No.
You get a guitar. Put the I don't know. Obviously, to run for office, you have to have a call to public service.
Yeah.
You guys all say that, but you have to have an ambition as well, right? There has to be part of it, right? I want to do
I think an ambition to make a difference.
Yeah, but you want to be.
achieve.
I want to be the president of the United States. You know, come
No,
on.
I have no desire to be president.
Is your ambition purely just to make a difference? I mean, it's a very abstract term.
Yeah, make a difference in how many babies Israel gets to kill with American weapons, as in more babies, of course. Like, that's the difference that he wants to make. He has zero personality. It's actually so impressive. Yeah, when I see stuff like this, I actually think maybe it's not so hard to be a congressperson. Because, like, I feel like you have to be a real shark, but you would assume that someone has to be, like, a little personable, right? And then you see guys like this and you're like, you're just a sociopath. You can't even string sentences together to convince the other person listening to you of your humanity in a situation that is designed to, like, make you look human regardless.
What's your dream? You know?
My goal is to be the best elected official I can be. And then let the rest take care of itself.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
Works for me.
You could say, like, I want to make sure that.
I mean, I would love to be.
Say a better thing, like, I want to make sure that kids in my neighborhood could, like, you know, have a better life or something. I'm saying the best that you could be is so abstract. You could vote for anything.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I can tell you why I ran into public office. So.
Which is what?
It was really about public housing. So,
Yeah.
So you know, born and raised in the Bronx, spent most of my life in poverty, and raised by a single mother. We raised 3 of us on minimum wage, which in the 1990s was $4.25 an hour.
It's ridiculous.
But the most formative experience of my life was growing up in public housing. And in New York City, there's an institution known as the New York City Housing Authority, NYCHA, which manages the largest stock of public housing in the country. It houses about 500,000 people. And it's been so chronically underfunded by the federal government that it has a capital need of $80 billion and counting.
And is that issue something that affects your constituents? Because you represent the poorest district
And
in
I
America.
represent one of the largest concentrations of public housing in the country.
Yeah.
And so you have, like, asthmatics who are struggling to breathe in their homes.
You lived in
the face of
unsafe circumstances as well, right? Yeah.
All right. I have good news and bad news. Bad news, I have to stop this interview before it gets to the good part. We will be watching this interview tomorrow. So don't watch the rest of it. Do not watch the rest of it. If you see viral tweets from this interview, look away. Okay, you say, mute this account. I don't want to see it because I want to enjoy it because it turns into a show from what I understand.